Hello, ladies and gents, and welcome back to Cody Tarot. I am your tarot reader, Cody. Anyway, I want to do a pick a card tonight. I have not been feeling inspired to film these pick a cards as of late, but tonight inspiration struck me. I was in the middle of watching a movie and I was just like, whoa, I want to do this for a pick a card. So this is kind of like a what makes you attractive reading, but it's specifically what makes you attractive to the people who are attracted to you. So we're going to be pulling some cards for personality types of the types of people that get attracted to you or the types of people that get crushes on you. This way you can get an idea of what type of person is actually like interested in you on the regular and what you can do about that from there, basically. I'm going to try to pull some animal oracle cards for their personalities. I have some whispers of love cards for like kind of like what they want to do with you or what type of connection they want out of you or what kind of loving connection they want out of you. And I also have some tarot cards that I'm pulling depending on how many, personalities come out for each pile. I have some tarot cards to pull to get the basic gist of like the story of like why they're attracted to you, basically. So without further ado, let's get into the groups. We have, starting from the top and then ending it with Moonstone, we have Aquamarine, group number 1, Labradorite, group number 2, Rose Quartz, group number 3, Lepidolite, group number 4, Pyrite, group number 5, and Moonstone, group number 6. So yeah, I'm gonna get into all 6 readings today, and just basically whatever crystal you look at. I figured we'd do these card images. I bought this crystal deck a while ago, and I have not yet used it. I'm not sure why, but yeah, I wanted to use them for indicator cards. It's kind of like the way I kind of wanted to use them today. So yeah, we have, you can pick by, the crystal type, the colors on the images, what image strikes you the most. There's really no right or wrong way to pick. Whatever way that gets you the most accurate pile, that's probably the correct way. Without further ado, let's get on with the first group. As always, you can pause the video here if you need to select your pile or select the indicator card that you want. And without further ado, let's get on with group number 1, the Aquamarine. Hey, group 1, if you pick the Aquamarine, let's get into your reading. So hopefully you know the gist of this reading based on the intro. I want to get straight into it and find out what types of people are attracted to you. What types of guys and girls, people find you attractive. So let's see. I'm going to be taking only cards that kind of flip out of the deck, so I might have to do different ways of shuffling to get that to happen. Usually I like to draw, but for this reading, I'm going to be taking cards that primarily are, what are those called? Trump cards or something? Or let's see, maybe I wanted to do that, but sometimes maybe if the cards don't, there we go. We have fish. See if there's any others. Oh, we have 2 others. I'm going to take these. Okay, so we have 3 different types of people that find you attractive, group number 1. And I'm going to pull some oracle cards for why they want to love you or how they want to love you. I think I can draw these, actually. I'll do that one for fish. This one for dragonfly. And this one for lion. Perfect. So let's see, we have all of that in the shot. I'll be pulling some tarot cards to get the kind of like whys in a little bit, but we're going to start with the oracle cards to get kind of like the gist of these personalities and what they're kind of attracted to you, to you, basically. So for fish, we have miracles and blessings. Everything has its gift. Dragonfly, like attracts like. If you long for more love, be more loving. And lion, we have spiritual connection. A relationship has a connection that goes beyond this lifetime. Okay, first let's start out with some things that I'm noticing. We have a water sign, an air sign, and a fire sign. So these are the types of signs that might be attracted to you, that you kind of attract in your life. Doesn't have to be, but this is something that I'm seeing at first glance. So let's start with the first type of person that's attracted to you. This fish person basically is someone who is, they are like a spiritual seeker, or they are seeking out spiritual, like they're looking for people who have like a spiritual nature to them, basically. With miracles and blessings, everything has its gift. I'm thinking of the traditional, I think it's a Bible story. Apologize if I'm butchering the Bible or anything, because I'm not that religious, like traditionally religious. Anyway, but Jesus makes like fish and bread and he multiplies them, right? So this is kind of someone who's looking with miracles and blessings, everything has its gift. They're looking kind of for a miracle from you. And that's kind of, I feel like with this pile, with Aquamarine, the pile that you picked, you're a very kind of like mysterious, somewhat magical person. There's some elements here where I feel like you have a little bit of a mysterious nature to you. And so people kind of project. We see that definitely here with the dragonfly personality, them kind of projecting what they want onto you, basically, or what they think they're seeing, basically. But this fish person is actually another like-minded spiritual person. And this is the type of person with the crescent moon here, has a great intuition. But if you notice here, the crescent moon is red. So you can think of this person as very connected to their root chakra, very grounded, but they're aware of spirituality. So whether this is guys or girls, the people that are attracted to you have a very rooted, almost like earthy nature, with the same kind of principle of like a spiritual seeker. So they might be very grounded, but they're intuitive, basically because they're constantly looking for spiritual stuff. They're constantly trying to seek out spiritual people and spiritual experiences, and that's kind of what they go after, basically. With miracles and blessings, everything has its gift. These people are attracted to you because they feel like you can make things happen for them. And that's something that really, that's something that they really like about you, is that's something they want loving, like what kind of like how they want to love you is kind of like they want you to like kind of make things happen for them. They think you can, like, you're more like a magician, basically. And so with fish, with this, this fish swimming and the moon right here, I'm also seeing that like they feel like they can provide, this type of person who's coming for you, they feel like, or that likes you or that's attracted to you, they feel like they can also provide a light for you. Like they can provide a light when things get dark, or they feel like they can provide kind of like a safety net. Look back to the root chakra here. They feel like they can provide some kind of security for you when things get dark or treacherous, basically. And one thing about the traditional meaning of the fish card in Kim Cran's deck is I think it's a card about kind of like constantly going, and it talks about like satisfying small projects, or kind of starting a small project to kind of get yourself going in the future, or basically taking small steps. Like as you're swimming through a stream, you kind of constantly have to keep swimming if you're a fish, because you're in water. So this person might be kind of like a constant mover, or someone who's constantly going. So the type of people that could be attracted to you are maybe probably like active people, very grounded, with like more of a spiritual seeking nature. And they could be a water sign, but as I'm reading these as just general signs that these people could be. So this person could be any of these three signs, but I'm definitely seeing water signs, air signs, and fire signs are typically attracted to you. Yeah, with miracles and blessings, they expect some kind of catalytic change from you. And that's kind of the enticing factor that you have over them. They kind of expect that like, you just seem like someone who can like make things happen for them. And I definitely see this person like enjoying manifesting things. And they definitely take it like step by step with one like small project after the other to kind of create like a bigger picture. If you think of the kind of saying, it might be like a Zen Buddhist saying or something. There's the whole idea of like a fish swimming in water, like trying to look for water, but the whole point is he's actually in water. They're kind of looking for these kind of like mystical kind of like understandings from you. You're kind of like that kind of spiritual provider for those kind of knowledge, those kind of like knowledge-based answers that this person's looking for, or at least that's why they're attracted to you. Let's get into the next person. So, with Dragonfly and like attracts like, if you long for more love, be more loving. The first thing I'm not really seeing the second message so much, but like attracts like is really key here. These Dragonfly people are probably people who are, I'm seeing this wing, the fact that the Dragonfly is kind of like a creature of flight, right? Is something about these people being slightly, that are attracted to you in this group. You might attract some superficial people. I definitely see the fish person as more deep and more like grounded and more of like a seeker of like understanding the truths of the universe. But this dragonfly person, I definitely see them kind of like flitting around. And I definitely can see that this person, this type of person that's attracted to you, it kind of makes you feel a little disoriented. But the reason this person is attracted to you, or the reason they like you, is because they feel like you're very similar minded, or you're very like-minded people. They feel that you can like, not just that you guys relate to each other, but they feel like you're the same type of personality they are. But what they don't realize, and what the dragonfly card does kind of represent sometimes, dragonflies can represent illusion. And so that's kind of one of the things here, is that it's kind of like an illusionary nature that they think that you are similar to them. So I'm definitely seeing this person coming through as someone who, I mean, you might be attracted to some of these people who are kind of attracted to you, but I'm definitely seeing this as kind of like those people that kind of like hang on, and they're kind of like attracted to you, but you're kind of like, oh gosh, go away. Like, you know, like, why, okay, another one of you is attracted to me, you know? But there's definitely something about you that these people find so familiar, that these dragonfly people find so familiar. We have that with like attracts like. And it's just one of those things where it's like, they really find that they think you're a similar person to them. They think you're the same type of person as them. And that's really just a similarity thing. These people are attracted to you because you seem similar to them on the surface. Like I said, this person might be a little more superficial, a little more flighty, and they kind of look at surface qualities anyway. So it might just be certain things that you have on the surface that kind of they can relate to, based on like just image or clothing or something superficial like that. Maybe you're like I'm sensing that you're a spiritual person, but maybe you're a spiritual person who kind of dresses in a not so spiritual way. So you have like your own style, but it doesn't match your personality. So this person's kind of trapped in that illusionary state of what they're perceiving you to be, and they kind of are attracted to that image. I hope that makes sense. They're attracted to that image of who you're presenting, which may or may not be in line with who you actually are. I see these fish people as kind of more understanding of your deeper motivations, or your deeper self. And we see that again with the fish being a water sign, being more in tune with that kind of like depth factor of knowing kind of like who you are as a person. This person probably has a more realistic idea of who you are, even if their idea is very grandiose, even if they expect kind of things that maybe you can't provide miracles and blessings, but this person definitely sees that potential in you, and they believe that you can provide that for them. You can make things happen in their life. This dragonfly person is just kind of like a superficial attraction. Oh, you're kind of, you know, I dress in, I'm trying to think of a thing. Maybe I wear baseball caps or whatever, and you also wear baseball caps. Or maybe, you know, I wear a lot of like bracelets on my arm, and you also wear a lot of bracelets on your arm, something like that. Or maybe they think that you would go hand in hand. Maybe you're kind of like a very like a beautiful person, and maybe they're also a beautiful person. They're like, oh, you know, two beautiful people should just be together. It's something like that, kind of focused on appearances, but not really focused on the depth of your character. It's almost like the thing is, it's not really their fault because they can't see it because they're so caught up in this kind of like illusion. But that's another person that's attracted to you. With this lion person, I'm definitely saying this is a relationship, has a connection that goes beyond this lifetime. And how I'm perceiving this with this lion person, these people, this third group is actually people who actually have known you for a while. So for example, I see this lion is very like old and very prideful, right? I also am reading this as kind of like confidence. So these are people that they have a lot of confidence around you, and it's because they've met you and they've known you for a while. And because and I'm definitely saying this can also apply to friendships for this particular pile. I think these two people have a more sexual attraction to you, or a more like intimate kind of attraction where they kind of want your body or your physicality. This lion personality is someone who's attracted to you because they already know you. They really know who you are. They've spent a lot of time with you. And with spiritual connection, I'm definitely saying that this is a person who you've shared spiritual experiences with. And because of that, you both have enriched each other's lives. And because of that, they really admire you. You know, I think of the lion too as kind of like an idol or an icon, you know, kind of like the king of the jungle kind of like vibe. And I definitely see them like looking up to you or you looking up to them, or just a really deep admiration of like both parties with this type of person. This is a person who's close to you and who loves you and likes you basically because they know you and they know how wonderful and amazing you are, and they already have a pre-established spiritual connection to you. So that's what I'm kind of seeing for you guys for group number 1. I'm gonna pull some tarot cards to get the vibes of like the story behind each person. So I'm using this tarot deck. This is like a David Bowie, I think it's called, what is it called? I have the tarot deck around here somewhere. It's called like oh, there we go. We have some cards. We have, okay, I'm just gonna pull a card for each one of these groups. Okay, so with 8 of Pentacles and the Fish person, I'm definitely seeing this person has a very like grounded and practical view of like the step-by-step that they want with you. Like this person that's attracted to you, they're going to take things step by step. Like I mentioned earlier with the fact that this is like the Fish and they do small projects every once in a while to get to a bigger goal. This is like with the 8 of Pentacles. This is also what I'm seeing. The 8 of Pentacles is all about this guy practicing and making perfect on the traditional kind of tarot, you know? And I also see that like with this guy right here in this card, he has like all these things flying around him and he's on this cube and there's all these pentacles flying in the air and he's kind of working with them with his hands. I'm definitely seeing this person taking kind of more of like a hands-on approach with you, and at the same time, they think these things through in their head of how they're gonna make their move with you. So you might notice that this person kind of like plans small movements towards you. If this person's attracted to you, this type of person, that's a way you can know that about this type of individual that's attracted to you. They're going to make like small little gestures or movements or kind of like almost like battle plans to like get close to you. But they're going to take it one step at a time. This is not the type of person who's going to say they like love you on the first date. This is the type of person who's going to, you know, throw a little line out there with their feelings, wait till it's kind of like caught, just kind of like the fish. And then when they get a bite, they're going to kind of, you know, reel you in, basically. They're going to take it step by step, gauge the situation as it goes. This is the type of person who likes to see how things progress over time, taking it step by step. So if this person is, if you get with one of these people, these are the type of people that want to take it slowly, basically. They want to take it slowly and they want to make sure that they're crafting the perfect relationship every step of the way. And not just crafting the relationship, that sounds a little off from what I'm trying to get at. They're basically just trying to see where it goes every step of the way. They're trying to see if you guys truly are compatible or truly are a thing. This is kind of more of a slow and steady wins the race person. Now with this dragonfly person with like attracts like, with the Queen of Wands, this is kind of going a little bit deeper into their motivations. One of the reasons why these dragonfly people's attracted to you is because they feel misunderstood. And with the Queen of Wands, we have 2 types of personalities, right? We have the Queen of Wands, who is also with the cat in the original Queen of Wands. And you also can see it in this card, but with the cat, it's representing like a mysterious introverted personality or kind of like a shy or skittish personality. With the sunflower she's holding, it's representing a bright and exuberant personality. One thing I always see the Queen of Wands as is unique and individual. And in this card, we see this queen, we see this woman here. I don't know if you can see that, with these other women in the back, and they're all kind of holding their hands up or dancing or performing. And you see the sunflower up here, and it's right above the one person in the center. I'm definitely seeing that these dragonfly people, they see you as kind of like an exalted version of kind of like what they want to be, as well as someone that's like them. You know, they think they can grow from you, or they see that they can grow from you. So they're kind of like attracted to that. It's almost like in a way, it's like a reverse Pygmalion project, you know? They're kind of seeing themselves in you, and at the same time, they're like idolizing you a little bit. I definitely see that you could attract a lot of people like this, people that maybe they could be in like a darker place than you are personally, and you kind of don't want to absorb their negative energy or something like that. They're just more of like a superficial type of person. But the thing is, what we're getting here with the Queen of Wands is they feel misunderstood. They feel misunderstood. So when they meet you, it's like, oh my gosh, someone who's going to understand me. This is someone who is like me, or resembles me or I can relate to. You know, these are people who feel misunderstood, and with the like attracts like, that's why they're so incredibly drawn to you, is because the persona you're presenting, they feel on some level it resonates with like who they are as a person. And it's funny because I'm seeing that for you, you don't really notice this, and you're going to notice it now after this reading, but it's almost like you don't, I'm seeing that you don't really pay attention to that, or you're not really concerned or affected by your outer appearance so much, or is basically of how you're presenting yourself, or how these people are perceiving the presentation. Like I said with the dragonfly, I'm getting a strong indication that there is an illusion here. It's not like these people are, there's going to be a solid connection, or you're going to really be able to help them. It's just they think that you can help them, and they're kind of attracted to that kind of outer persona that you give off. With Three of Swords here with this is really indicating, Three of Swords is my healing card, and this is really indicating, it's interesting. We see this like kind of like happy robot up here, and there's like with different masks and a falcon, and then we see this like kind of guy in dark down here with a pink paint can, and there's like a question mark note on the ground. And so it's one of those things where it's like, what's gonna happen? You know, I feel like these people that get to know you, that find you really attractive, the people that kind of get to know you over time, they're really surprised by the things that you do for them and with them. I feel like as the connection develops and as they get closer to you, they find there's just more and more surprises to you. And they feel like you heal them and they heal you. This might be some kind of relationships where you feel like you share a lot with each other. You feel like maybe you express a lot of your pain or suffering, or even you heal through wounds with each other. There is kind of that idea. And with spiritual connection, this is someone you're going to be really connected to already. So these are going to be the types of people who you already have in your life, who kind of know you very well. These are the people that are also very attracted to you. Like I said, I'm sensing that this can be some platonic people as well. But I did put this reading out there for the emphasis of who's attracted to you kind of like physically and the psychological reasons behind that. So there might be some people that are your friends or very close with you who might be slightly attracted to you as well, like slightly attracted to your physical appearance, or find you like, you know, moderately sexually enticing, you know, and they could just be friends on the surface, or you could just be kind of friends with each other, but they might find you a little bit attractive. And they might just kind of be like keeping the friendship a friendship. I'm kind of getting that vibe here. But one thing they like is the fact that you guys can heal past traumas together, and you can get over things together. And this is like a very healing connection. So this just came through. There might only be a couple people in your life that are like this. And those are the people that this reading's kind of wanting you to know about. For some select few of you, this is kind of like a wake-up call, saying that like there could be a close friend that you have, that it could get romantic. And this is kind of giving you the go-ahead that this would be a good relationship to get into. Let's see. These are basically the types of people that are attracted to you. That's it for group one. If you enjoyed that reading, please like or comment below. If you really like the reading, please feel free to subscribe to my channel. I'm always welcoming new subscribers. We'd love to have you. And with that said, we're going to move on to group number 2 with the Labradorite. Hey, group 2, this is if you picked the Labradorite over here. So let's get into your reading. Let's get right into it. Yeah, these animal oracle cards are going to be the personalities of the people that are attracted to you, or the types of people that are attracted to you. Yeah, let's see. Okay, so we're going to go with these two. We're going to have black egg and lamb. Those are the ones that came out. Let's see if there's anything below those. No, okay. So we have 2 types of people that are attracted to you. And we're going to pull with the Wisdom of Love Oracle. We're going to pull a couple cards for the way that this type of person loves you, or the way it's kind of like forming the connection, basically. And then we're going to pull some tarot cards in a little bit to, let me make sure these are all on the screen and stuff. We're going to pull some tarot cards later to get a little bit more info on like why they like you, or how it's going to develop and stuff like that, if it does develop. All right, let's see. Let's flip over these cards. With the black egg personality, we have patience. Love is patient and kind always. And with the lamb personality, we have express love through gifts. A small token of love can convey great appreciation. Okay, let's see what we got here. Okay, let's get into it. So some of the signs that we have here for you to talk about what type of person is attracted to you. We have with Lamb, we have an earth sign right here. So you might have some earth sign energy that people are either attracted to you because of your earth sign energy, or because, you know, the people that are attracted to you are also earth signs. Definitely sensing with the black egg here, this is a sign of spirit. It doesn't have an element in this deck, in this animal, spirit animal oracle deck. But it represents the black egg, I believe represents the throat chakra. But it's interesting because I'm definitely seeing the fact that this is an egg is playing like a really key role in this reading. And we have the Lamb here too. There is a sense that the types of people that are attracted to you, in both cases, both the types that are attracted to you, there's some superficial qualities that they have in common, but they are different people. Two cards wouldn't have popped out if there weren't types of people that were attracted to you. But first of all, we have black egg. This is the type of person who has like zero experience in love, right? This is the type of person who is almost like, this Lamb person is very innocent as well, but this is the type of person who is kind of like just inexperienced, basically. Like they're looking at you as someone who could help walk them through the experience of a loving connection. This person is looking to kind of be, in a weird way, they could be looking to be mothered or fathered. But because this is a black egg, I'm definitely seeing this is the whole idea that this person's very like, how do I put this? More mysterious in nature and might want a little more of a firm hand as far as like walking them through the loving process, right? They want someone who's kind of like strong and kind of like secure. This person with black egg, there's the potential for them to be a great orator or public speaker. This person might have a very easy time speaking in a way with words that's just kind of charismatic and kind of unique, basically, where they kind of can hypnotize the people around them. The throat chakra vibe with the spirit card coming out, it's just like this person has an easy time kind of like getting what they want through like vocally, basically, through like the words they use or how they talk or something like that. This person's very charismatic with their voice. They might have a very seductive voice. Yet at the same time, I'm definitely sensing with the black egg, this person's very innocent, especially because we got Lamb here too. There is this theme that the types of people who are attracted to you in general are attracted to your experience. They're attracted to the fact that you seem to know what you're doing. Maybe they're attracted to your confidence. They feel that you kind of have a way of just kind of like, you have like experience, basically. They see you as someone that has experience. With have patience, love is patient and kind always. I definitely see this black egg person wanting to take things kind of slowly with you. They look at you as like an ideal or someone that this kind of like this ideal thing to look up to. But I definitely don't see this person really making a move, at least like physically, like a sexual move towards you or some kind of like, they won't like hit on you overtly, because with have patience, it says love is patient and kind always. They definitely want things to unfold naturally, of their own accord. And they are really patient. They're like looking out, they kind of see you for someone who's like there for the long haul, or that could be there for the long haul. And they're just kind of waiting, you know? Also, this black egg is reminding me of a shield or a shell or something that's kind of like encasing this person. So I'm definitely seeing that this person could have kind of like more of a closed, it's not that their demeanor is closed. I think that it's more like they want to stay protected. They're afraid of like getting hurt or like that they could get hurt. And it's interesting. I don't sense that they've actually been hurt before in the past. It's like almost that they've experienced hurt through other people's experiences. And I think that's one of the things that the reason they like you too is because you have this well of experience, or they see you as someone who's very experienced and has a lot of like experience in this realm, basically in the realm of love, in the realm of relationships. And they definitely see you as someone who kind of like, you know, I think on one hand, this black egg person is looking for someone who has kind of been through it all, because I feel like they don't want to go through it. They have this shell up, they have this wall up where they don't want to experience all the rough little ups and downs of love, you know? They kind of want to just have patience, take things slowly, and then when the right time comes or the right person comes along, they're ready to settle down for the long haul. But yeah, have patience. This person's definitely going to take their time trying to like snag a relationship with you or get into a relationship with you or even want a relationship with you, because they're very innocent and naive, and they're definitely taking it slow. I feel like every step of the way for them is a truly intense experience, as far as like, you know, like coming out of their shell or coming out of their egg and kind of like getting with someone or along with someone in a romantic sense. With Lamb, this is also interesting. You also have another type of person who's also very innocent in nature with Lamb. And especially because this is an earth sign, it's reminding me of Capricorn. So maybe there's certain Capricorns, like if you've ever met like an innocent type of Capricorn who seems kind of like naive or kind of like, I don't know how to explain it. Kind of like a Capricorn that's kind of like, just kind of like caring and kind of like a soft personality. These are also the types of people that are attracted to you. And with expressed love through gifts, a small token of love can convey great appreciation. These types of people that are attracted to you, there's a few things coming through here. First of all, this is just explaining that this type of person kind of loves the gifts that you give them. So if you actually do favors for this is the type of person who you've done a favor for, or you've bought them something, or you've bought them a little, like, it could be a trinket. It could be like you bought their coffee once. They're very attracted to your generosity. The fact that you're a generous person and you kind of give freely, that's what they're attracted to you about. And they're attracted to you. With Lamb, it's interesting because on one level, they're attracted to your generosity, and on the other level, you inspire them to be more generous. So you might find this type of person that's attracted to you. This will be the type of person that you've done a favor for, or you've been generous with once, and then they're kind of generous with you after that. Like they actually buy you things from that point on, or they get you objects or things from that point on, and they're kind of want to return the favor, and they like that give and take of like exchange of gifts or like favors with each other. They like the fact that you're so open with your resources, and then it makes them feel like they can be open with their resources, and they love that give and take. They just love that give and take with you. And there's also another thing coming through. I'm thinking of like petting zoos and lambs being at petting zoos and stuff. There might be an element that this person might really enjoy when you, like, if you're a cook or something, this is the type of person who really enjoys if you like cook for them or like feed them food. And this person also is really into physical touch. This is the type of person who really likes intimate physical touch. So if you're generous with your gestures of like touching, hugging, or kissing, something like that, this person's really going to enjoy that. This person's really going to enjoy all those physical, little petting, loving, cuddly type things. Yeah, another sign that the earth sign, I'm seeing this diamond here, and diamonds in playing cards are representative of pentacles in the tarot. They kind of are correlated. And there's like all these colors coming out. So this person's going to be someone who's kind of like well-versed in the practical areas of life, even though they're kind of naive. And they're very gentle in demeanor. They're very like good natured. They're still not one to be messed with as far as the practical areas of life, which includes like money. It includes, just like the typical day-to-day chores that they have to do, stuff like that. This person kind of knows what is up in the realistic realms as far as like the practicalities that they have to do. They might be a little naive, possibly socially, but I'm definitely seeing that like they really do get things done. They're just not like, what I'm trying to say is they're a hard worker. They're not like someone who's kind of like just naive and like, how do I put this? This person's probably not like a social butterfly is what I'm trying to say. So socially, there might not be like completely that savvy, but at the same time, with this practical like kind of aura surrounding them, I'm seeing these colors as like an aura. They just have a way of like getting certain practical things done that's roughly very efficient. They do have like earth sign energy, so there is that. But at the same time, this person is like primarily very gentle, very innocent. Both of these types of people that are attracted to you are very innocent and almost like I wouldn't say like, I don't think the lamb person's inexperienced. They're just a gentle person, and they really get along with you. But this black egg person really likes you because of like what you can give them or teach them or show them how certain things are done. They see you as someone who's very experienced. Let's get some tarot cards for this group. And, okay. Right off the bat. Okay, with the black egg, we have the high priest. That makes sense. I mean, I didn't touch on that, but I'm glad the cards brought that up. And then we have Four of Pentacles over here. Okay, so interesting. So first of all, with the High Priestess, one of the things that this person wants to share with you or give to you, this is something that what is one of their strengths with the Black Egg, is their strength is intuition. They are a highly gifted, psychic, intuitive person. They understand people, their motivations. They understand all the little things in life that make the world tick. They understand what's underneath the surface. They understand how everyone operates. They see the cogs working behind the wheels. This person likes you with the High Priestess card, not just for your surface qualities. They almost see through you, right? They also have a way with the Black Egg. They could have a way of manipulating their environment through words and intonation and vocal expression, basically. But at the same time, other than that, like, they're mainly an observer, I see, and they mainly like look at how things are operating under the surface. Yeah, this person is definitely very psychic, very intuitive. They see through things. They have a way of just picking up on something. They may or may not be able to see if something's just straight up a lie or the truth. If someone's like speaking, they can maybe tell if someone's lying or being truthful. But at the same time, it's more affected. It's more towards like situations. They can sense when a situation is like a truthful situation or a dishonest kind of situation or vibe. And with Have Patience, this is definitely makes sense with the High Priestess, because the High Priestess, I feel like, is this woman who kind of waits for things, or she's waiting for the right time to act, because she sees how the things are going to play out. She knows exactly when to jump into the situation to like make her move, basically. And so this person definitely, like, if they have their eye on you, they definitely see a future with you. They definitely see like a future possibility with you. And it's interesting. You're not going to know it overtly in the matter of them hitting on you physically, but this person will probably be very friendly with you. You'll notice how vocally seductive they are, how persuasive they are with their vocally, and like how they kind of have like their own kind of seductive charm with their vocals and speech and stuff. With Four of Pentacles, express your love through gifts. I'm definitely seeing this person with Four of Pentacles. They see that they can like build an empire with you, right? Like, they definitely see you as the type of person who eventually they want to kind of like hide away with you. They want to kind of like leave the world, go into like a cave or the home environment, and kind of just, they want that giving reciprocity thing. The thing is they don't meet a lot of people who are so giving. So for this person, they're normally quite a selfish person, I guess you could put it. They're not selfish, that's the wrong word, but they hoard their resources to themselves because they don't find anyone worthy of sharing those resources with. So this is the type of person who kind of like tends to keep things to themselves, or in the long run wants to keep things to themselves and build kind of like an empire with their own resources. But they definitely see that the fact that you guys are sharing resources together, the fact that you've given them gifts or done them favors and they've helped you and done you favors, they see that as a very intimate connection. They see that as something that bonds both of you together. And as far as like the outer world is concerned, they're focused on building wealth with you. This is the type of person, especially if you're not that good with practical matters or saving money or keeping money, or maybe, how do I put this? Maybe you're not the type of person who is innately as practical as they are. They want to kind of share that practicality with you and grow and develop that kind of money-making ability with you over time. Like, they see you as like someone who's like in their family, or they're close with, The Four of Pentacles is a card about isolation. It's a card about being away from other people and accumulating your resources. So this is definitely the type of person who they share with you completely, but when it comes to like one-on-one time, like, you're probably one of the only people they share with, because you're the only one worthy of their generosity. You're the only one worthy of their affection. They see you as someone who's like worth the time, worth the energy, worth giving and receiving certain like actions, generosity, money, favors, that kind of thing for and with. Yeah, definitely. So that's your reading, pile 2, if you picked the Labradorite. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did like the reading, please like or comment below. If you really like this reading, please feel free to subscribe to my channel. We're always welcoming new subscribers at Cody Tarot. Yeah, we're going to move on to group 3 with the Rose Quartz. Hey, group 3, this is if you picked this lovely Rose Quartz stone. Such an amazing stone. I work with Rose Quartz all the time. Great choice, pile 3. Let's get into your reading. So let's start with these animal oracle cards, we're going to be figuring out what type of person or what type of people, there they are, guys or girls are attracted to you. We have elephant and hawk. So yes, let's see, you have 2 people for this pile. Let's see if we're gonna pull these love messages to see how these people are attracted to you or what the deal is. It's just gonna give us a little more info on kind of like what the vibe is with these people, what they want with you. And also, oh, we have okay, that card came out in the last group, interesting. Okay, let me see what we have here. We're gonna pull tarot cards in a minute, 1 card for each pile, 1 card for each personality, just to get a little bit more info. But for right now, let's get into these cards right here. Okay, first thing I want to point out, with elephant and hawk, we have elephant, which is a fire sign, and then the hawk, which is representative of an air sign. So fire or air signs could be attracted to you. That's something that could be a possibility, just to point that out there. And let's get into the people. So with the elephant person, we have elephant tied with romance. Romance is lavish the one you love with personal attention and affection. So I'm definitely seeing with elephant person, this is someone I'm seeing kind of like the wrinkles in the elephant. I'm definitely thinking this is type of like older type of vibes, like someone who's older than you, an older gentleman or an older lady. Doesn't have to be drastically older. I'm just seeing that this person kind of wants to care for you in kind of that kind of like older person kind of sense. You know, they want to kind of take care of you. I definitely see too that this person with 1 tusk here and 1 tusk broken off, this is the type of person who kind of has a lot of experience, and not only do they have a lot of experience, but they've kind of been through it. They've been hurt. If you think of this elephant with 1 of his tusks missing, I mean, I'm thinking of poachers basically, and how they kind of hunt elephants and how elephants are almost extinct. I definitely think this person has been like attacked or like taken advantage of in the past, and this person really knows what it's like to be kind of like hunted, basically. They know what it's like to be kind of like, they know what it's like. They've gone through it. They've gone through the ringer, basically. And they have a lot of experience because of it. But it's also not the most pleasant. It's not like they had an easy time in life. They've actually struggled quite a bit, this elephant person. Interestingly enough, they are able, with this fire in his trunk, right? They're able to bring the light and the warmth to others, even though they have struggled personally. This person has really, I'm gonna tell you, this elephant person has seen some shit. This person has seen the dark side of life. They have been through some tough situations. But it's interesting, this person, this is just coming through for them, or how you can identify them, or the fact that I think the cards are pointing this out just to let you know that for some reason, this type of person's kind of attracted to you. But with the elephant card and the romance, lavish the one you love with personal attention and affection, this person wants to treat you right. With the romance card, this person wants to wine and dine you. They want to take you out to dinners. They want to do the most for you, basically. Yeah, I'm definitely seeing this person as kind of like, you know, I'm going to get into stereotypes here. This doesn't have to apply, but this is a person who might want to be like your sugar daddy or sugar mama. They want to take care of you. They know how tough the world can be, and they see you as someone who might need help or protection. Not saying that you do, that you actually need this help or protection, but this person kind of like vibes with you on that level. They kind of want to, they know they've been through it, so they want to take care of you. You know, they've kind of seen the worst of what can happen. And especially, I feel like they've had a very jaded childhood, or they've had a very like stressful childhood or past growing up. And because the fact that elephants are almost extinct, they feel like, well, first of all, elephants are just lovely creatures in general, you know? So this is a person who has a very loving and kind nature. They've just been hunted. They've been kind of like sought after and almost like, I don't want to say abused. I don't want to get into that kind of territory, but they've been like hunted. They have a chip on their shoulder. They've been picked on. They've been treated poorly. They've been through it in relationships. They just have that experience. They know all the wounds and darker side of things. So this is the type of person that's kind of attracted to you. And with romance, they want to like take care of you. They want to treat you right. In bed, they're going to be very romantic. They're not going to be so like carnal, I guess is the best way to put it. They don't want to be like carnal. They want to just be like romantic, sweet, lots of kisses, lots of love, lots of candlelit dinners, lots of gift giving, lots of cozy nights in, lots of like really wonderful like dates out, going out to, you know, dinner and stuff, or like camping under the stars, like that kind of vibe. This person really wants to like do the most for you. They see you as someone that they can wine and dine, and they're very old school romantic. This person's a very much an old school romantic, classic romantic. This person's a classic romantic person. With Hawk person, this is an interesting person. This person I'm seeing is someone who is very logical. They see the bigger picture, they see the whole picture, but they're sharp. That's the best way to put it. They're sharp, and they know what's going on, and they see the whole picture. They see everything that's going on. They see the whole field, all the little mouse running around in the field, the rabbits. They know how to get their food. They're very resourceful. It's very interesting because I do see an interesting dynamic where this is besides just these people liking you, but in the past, maybe this Hawk personality was one of the types of people who picked on this elephant personality. So if you know anyone like that, if you have two friends or two people that you think like you or that you know like you, and one used to pick on the other one, this is like maybe a very specific dynamic that's coming through for you. But this Hawk person definitely can take care of themselves. They know how to take care of themselves. They're aware of that. I think they can even teach that to others, how to take care of themselves. Very similar to the elephant who wants to kind of care for you because they want kind of that loving kind of nature. This person has more of like a predator vibe. This person more is like edgy. This is a more of an edgy person, this Hawk person. But with have patience, love is patient and kind always. This is a person who takes their time in romance. The other group got this card for another one of their piles, and this person is someone who takes their time, especially as a Hawk. This is the type of person who checks out the whole situation before making their move. They look at every possible angle. They look at every possible outline and situation. They're watching all their prey from afar. So if this person has their eyes on someone, they know what's up. This is not quite like a stalker vibe. It's more the vibe of like if you walked into a room with this person, they're aware of you. Like they'll see you, catch you out of the corner of their eye, and they'll keep dibs on you at the party the whole time. You might catch them kind of like looking at you a lot. This is this type of person, but they might not approach you. And if you try to approach them, they might act cooler and different and be like, what? I'm not looking at you, or what? Like, what's your deal? You know, but they're clearly looking at you. Like every time you look at them, they're looking your way. It's just that they're kind of like, they want to play cool. They want to play indifferent. They want to be this kind of like chill vibe. They don't want to like show emotion, basically. You know, I'm definitely seeing with the wings too, the fact that they can fly. They're one of those things that like if you confront them about this, they'll fly away or they'll fly off. And I'm definitely seeing that like they're just looking at you and like watching you, observing you. I think that they have specific ways of making their moves on their partner, and they want to be in charge of making the moves, but they're so slow at making the move. They're like incredibly, how do I put this? I've kind of met some people like this in my own life. And these people just really take their time, I guess you could say, in romantic situations. They're really going to take their time. They're going to watch you from afar. They're going to make their move when they feel ready, when it feels right. Yeah. So let's see if there's anything else I can see. Yeah, I'm definitely seeing this Hawk person's very resourceful. They can really take care of themselves. They may even be able to see things very clearly, very similar to pile 2 and the black egg personality in pile 2, if you want to look at that. But they're definitely very different from that person because they have this way of kind of like circling their prey, or kind of like seeing things from all angles in a more perspective basis, you know, kind of like seeing who you're talking to or what types of people you like or activities you like, and then they're going to make their move. They're going to really make sure they resonate with you. But this person, for some reason, you attract this type of person. This type of person is really focused on you, really into you. Something about you is very, very alluring to them. Okay, let's get into some tarot cards. Yeah, let's get into some tarot cards. I'm going to pull a tarot card for each one of these groups, or each one of these types of people that are attracted to you. This one does not want to come out. I'm taking this one for the elephant, and we got the Emperor. And I'll pull one for the Hawk. We got the Two of Pentacles. Okay. Let's see. It's interesting. Both of these types of people, you must be emitting some kind of vibe because both of these types of people are into you for one reason. And it's manifested differently as the Emperor and the Two of Pentacles, but it's still kind of the same thing. They're coming at it from different angles, but these two types of people that are attracted to you want to give you the same thing. So first with the Emperor, this is a major arcana card. So this person has some serious feelings. This elephant person has some deep and serious feelings towards you. They really want to give you, basically the thing that they want to give you is structure and balance, basically. With the Emperor, this person wants to give you the kind of structure and balance that's secure, something solid and you can build on for the future. This person's definitely looking at you with the long haul in mind. And because they're the Emperor type, this person could be very organized, or provide kind of like a solid foundation for your relationship to build off of. Just because they've seen it all, they've been through it all. This elephant person has kind of been through the ringer, you know. They want to provide that structure and stability, and they kind of see that with you, that they can provide that for you. There is definitely a vibe that you are giving off for these people to be attracted to you. So you're giving off a vibe that like you're the type of person who is maybe, and this is the thing is, this is like why they're attracted to you. Keep that in mind. But you're giving off a slightly unstable vibe, but unstable is the wrong word. That's too harsh of a word. You're kind of giving off like a creative, flighty, kind of like slightly chaotic vibe, right? And the thing is like that sounds bad. I'm trying to think of a good, how would I find a positive word to describe this? Because it's not a bad thing. The thing is, these people love that factor about you. The fact that you're like that, they really admire it, you know? But it just makes them want to kind of like provide that structure for you to function in or to flourish in. Yeah, with the Emperor, this person really wants to provide that structure for you. This person definitely has like this serious attitude towards you, as far as like they're taking the relationship seriously, and they want to provide that kind of like, it's not, sometimes we can see the Emperor as like a rigid structure, and I'm seeing here that it's not like a rigid structure they want to provide you with. They just want to give you that kind of security and ground floor that you can like work from, basically. With Two of Pentacles, this hawk person, this person kind of wants to keep kind of like, there's like an element of like productivity with this one too. So there's a security with an element of productivity. The Emperor is more just the fact that it's like a security, like a stable, grounded kind of like structure to kind of like enjoy and live life on. I definitely see this person as more of a relaxed person, and this person is more of an action-oriented person. So it kind of depends on like what vibe you're kind of into at the moment, or what you feel like you would be into in the long haul if you're going to ever go for one of these people. But these are the reasons they're attracted to you. This person wants to kind of like balance activities and day-to-day life with you. They want to share responsibilities. This person wants to, the hawk, sorry, I'll be clear. The hawk person wants to share responsibilities with you. They want to keep that balancing act in life, and they see you as someone, they're trying to see someone who doesn't drop the ball, right? They're trying to see who is someone that can like keep up with me, basically. That's kind of what their vibe is. With the Emperor vibe, this person just wants to provide you like a structure, a security. They want to take care of you. They want to nurture you. Yeah. This person with the Emperor is like a typical, like, think of the ultimate father figure. This person wants to kind of like be that kind of like guiding force for you, basically. One thing I'm seeing with the Emperor right here in this palace behind this person, I'm definitely seeing this elephant person as maybe someone who's very wealthy. Like I mentioned earlier, it is a stereotype of like the sugar mama, sugar daddy type of thing, where they want to pay for things, they want to take care of you, they want to like give you the good life, basically, and provide that structure. This person, on the other hand, more action-oriented, more adventurous. If you look at this card, with the Two of Pentacles, he's surfing on the infinity sign. This person's always going to be in constant movement, or expects to always be in constant movement. They want to kind of like balance their life together and kind of always stay moving, always stay motivated, always stay action focused. This Emperor person is more the type of person who's going to settle down, have a more relaxed and easygoing time with things. They want to take care of you in a more relaxed, chill vibe. So really, it's two different approaches really with these two types of people, and I think that's why this reading is bringing this up, is because there's two different types of approaches or different vibes that's coming for you, but the underlying message is the same. They're attracted to you because of that kind of like somewhat chaotic energy, somewhat, it's almost like formless, like you have a formless kind of vibe of like energetic kind of like, the images that are coming to mind are like like feathers, or like a pillow fight, or like a pillow fight where like you bust the pillow open and then like feathers spurt out everywhere. Like you have a very light and fluffy vibe, I guess you could say. It's kind of like a light and fluffy and like kind of like goofy's the wrong word. It's just like a fluffy vibe. I don't know how to better to describe it. You have like a light, airy kind of quality to you. Yeah, but anyway, these are the people that are attracted to you. So if you, the reading's over. So if you like the reading, you can like or comment below. If you really like this reading, feel free to subscribe to my channel. We're always welcoming new subscribers at the Cody Tarot channel. And I look forward to seeing you in another reading. Very fun reading for you guys today. Moving on to group 4 with the Lepidolite. Hey group 4, this is if you picked the Lepidolite over here. So this is going to be your reading. Let us get into it with the Animal Oracle cards to see, oh, whoa. Okay, so we had a lot fall out, but the one that came out on top was the Swan one. I'm going to shuffle again. I'm taking that as a sign to pull more cards and do a quick, wow. This deck. Sometimes what I've noticed when I do readings too is like if I get conflicting energies in piles, like maybe one pile's like, you know, like for this one we're doing personalities, so maybe one pile the people who one person likes or that like one person like would conflict with the people who like the other person, if that makes sense. So sometimes when I read for the conflicting energies and they get shuffled into the same pile, my cards can act kind of goofy. But you know, we're all different. And we're all different shapes and sizes, and I like to read for different types of people. So, yeah, let's see, what else? Who are the other people? Okay, this one wants to come out. Turtle. You know what's funny? These two cards, the Swan and the Turtle, I believe came out in like my future child reading at the same... Interesting. Is there any other cards that this person has people who like them? Who likes this person? Oh, we got a third one. Okay, so yeah, I knew we should draw more. We have Buffalo. Okay. Let's see. So I think those are all on the screen. Okay. And I'm pulling these Whispers of Love cards to get further information about how these people are into you, or kind of like why they're attracted to you, or what reasons they're attracted to you for. I'm gonna do some more shuffling because feeling some intense vibes in this room. There we go. We got one for the Buffalo. Okay. Okay, let's see. We have, with the Swan, we have act as if your partner is here. Whether you have someone in your life or not, act as if they are with you, so you will always consider them. And then with the Turtle person, we have appreciate this moment. Every situation is an opportunity to grow and find love. In Buffalo, we have love who you are. You are divine, delightful, and deserving of the wonderful things life has to offer. Okay. Okay, let's get into the reading. Yeah, let's see. So first group the first type of person that is kind of attracted to you is this Swan type of person. So first of all, this is the type of person who is very, very physically attractive. And the thing is like, they're actually a very deep and like, connected person to their inner self, but like when you look at them, all you see is their reflection. So this is a person who kind of keeps things under the surface. They keep things buried. They might have a secret life that only they know about, or a secret dream world that only they know about. And this person might also be a good manifester because of that, because they don't necessarily share their ideas too much with other people. They kind of internalize them and project them. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. We have 2 water signs and an earth sign here. So the people who are attracted to you might be like more likely water signs or earth signs, just to throw that out there. But yeah, the swan person is someone who is very physically beautiful, but below the surface, they're working very hard to maintain this kind of like persona, basically. Like I think of the swan, like their upper body's just floating gracefully along the water, and it almost looks effortless, but below the surface, their feet are just like paddling, you know? So I'm kind of seeing that, but then you only see the reflection, right? You can only see like more beauty, more reflections of the outer beauty, you know? So they might have an inner world that might be even very different from the outer world. And with act as if your partner is here, whether you have someone in your life or not, act as if they are with you, so you will always consider them. This is the type of person, the person that's attracted to you, I'm not saying this so much as like with you, it's just that when they live their life, they act as if they're already with someone or that their partner's already here. So on a superficial level, this can be them being like pretending that they're in a relationship when they're not. Or this can also be them, how do I put this? This is just the fact that they're like always thinking of the person they're going to be with in their mind when they're like doing everyday activities. So for example, like, this is the type of person, this is kind of an extreme example, but this is the type of person who like might go to buy tickets to a concert and then they buy 2 tickets just in case they like meet the love of their life and the love of the life can come along and be with them at that concert, you know? They like think of their person that they're going to end up with before that person's already in their life. This is the type of person who might even have some kind of imaginary version of who they want to date in their head already before they meet anyone. And then the fact is that person kind of represents someone that is kind of like a representative of like who they want to end up with. This person might have a strong idea of what type of person they want to be with, you know, because they have that act as if your partner is here and they're constantly considering their future partner in the equation. This could also represent a person who is preparing for the long haul with someone where they're trying to save up money, you know, for like activities for when they're with their person, you know, or save up for when they have kids and stuff. They're like taking into account a life with a relationship. This person definitely is like, knows they want to be in a relationship. Interestingly enough, and kind of ironically, we're seeing 2 images of a swan here. One is a reflection and one is the actual swan. This person might, in a way, have this ideal person for them as an idea of like a reflection of themselves. So it might not be a totally accurate image of kind of like who they are actually looking for, who they really want. So one of the things that they like about you is that they kind of see that you're the type of person who is like kind of close to their already preformed ideal, right? And sometimes that can get tricky because if they're looking up to you so much, they might ignore some of the factors of you being like a specific certain way, right? They might already have an idea of who they want you to be before they really get to know who you are. So this is the type of person who might be, oftentimes this type of person could be attracted to you at first, and then when they find out more what you're really like, maybe they realize, oh, this is not the type of person I want, and so they move on. But yeah, this swan person is kind of like that. They kind of have this idea of who they want to be with already. And, you know, if anyone's not like, you know, fitting the bill, they're floating on, paddling on, right? But yeah, this is the type of person who's quite attractive already, very physically beautiful. So if you notice some physically beautiful people like catching your eye, they're kind of intrigued by your personality and the point that they think that you could be someone they're looking for as far as like your quirks and stuff and like everything about you. The second type of person who is interested in you, with the turtle person, with appreciate this moment, every situation is an opportunity to grow and find love. This is the type of vibe, this is a person who is very like physically slow, right? They might have a slurred speech or a slow way of speaking. This is the type of person who kind of is very careful with their words, or when they talk, their words are long and drawn out, you know? This person has a shell, so this person is very protective. They could be the type of person who kind of like hides from the world when things get too tough or scary and like retreat from things. But otherwise, they're very like slow, I want to say kind of like phlegmatic, but less so in the emotionless sense and more so in the kind of like physical, kind of like devoidness of like ups and downs and feelings that are expressed through the body. This person's very much like slow, steady, and careful. With the turtle, this person may be like an old soul. And with appreciate this moment, this person is squarely in the here and now. Like if you try to discuss things with this person as far as like future plans or past things, they ignore that. They're focused on the present moment, even though they're very slow and methodical, and they're very they could even be considered sluggish. This is the type of person who really appreciates the now, right? They're focused on what's going on around them right now. They really take in their environment as well. They kind of like absorb what's going on around them really like easily. This person might be very, very aware of all the sensory details in their environment, and they're also very aware of what is going on within themselves at any given time. The third person with the buffalo person, where it says, love who you are divine, delightful, and deserving of the wonderful things life has to offer. So in another deck I have with the buffalo card, it's representative of like abundance and kind of like having all you need, because I think that Native Americans, when they would like use the buffalo, it provided like so much for them as far as like food and like clothing and like structures, and they use the bones for things. They usually use all the parts of the buffalo to like create things in their life. So it represents kind of like that abundance. But it's interesting. I'm definitely seeing a lot of things with this last person, with the buffalo person specifically. With love who you are, this is the type of person who, unlike the swan person, who kind of has this projected idea of like who you are before they actually see the real you, this buffalo person loves who you are. Like this card coming out means that they see you of who you truly are, and they love you for that person. It's interesting. I'm definitely seeing that like there is kind of a double twin kind of vibe here. Not twin flame, that's not what I'm talking about. Although this person could be a twin flame, or someone who likes you like this could be a twin flame. But what I'm seeing here is that you're dealing with two twin aspects of a situation. You have on one hand someone who projects who they want you to be, right? And who they think you should be. And on the other hand, the buffalo person, you have someone who truly sees you for who you are. You should really know this, because this buffalo person is the type of person who will easily compliment you on things that like are true about you. They'll see things that no one else can see, and they'll point them out, and you'll be like, wow, that's something that I identify with, or something I feel like is truly me. You know, if you're the type of person who plays a part or puts on a performance, this is the type of person who will be able to see through it. With the lightning strike behind the buffalo, I'm definitely recognizing this as kind of like an image of like from the tower in tarot. And I'm definitely seeing with the lightning, it's like this could come as a sudden shock to you when you meet people like this, because they might be the type of person when you meet them that they kind of like walk straight up to you, or they see you and they comment about something, and it's like very unnerving, because it's like, whoa, are you like in my head? Or how'd you know that about me? Or, you know, the thing is they just see people for who they are. They see what people are like, what kind of attributes they have as far as like their true hidden selves, what their fears are, what their insecurities are, stuff like that. This person could be a great and excellent psychologist, because they kind of see who people truly are, and they know how to bring that out of them. They know how to bring that to light out of them. And it says, you are divine, delightful, and deserving of the wonderful things life has to offer. This person also really truly wants you to feel abundant in life, and like wants you to feel like the world is yours for the taking. This is a person who's very truly selfless, this buffalo person. This is a type of person who's attracted to you. I know I'm a third party, but if I was going to help you choose one of these people to like, the buffalo person seems like a pretty good option to me. Just because they see there's like a lot of really positive things coming through here, as far as like the fact that they truly know you, they fully accept you, they're the type of person who kind of like sees who you are fully and wants you to be who you are fully. It's interesting, if you don't know anyone like this is coming out for a reason for the types of people who like you. So it's possible that one of these types of people have not met you yet, or this person's keeping secret and they're not telling you that they like you. Because I'm definitely seeing this is kind of like coming through very strongly as like a very it's almost like clearly a person who you would really get along with or you'd really vibe with, is what I'm seeing here. Not to say you wouldn't vibe with these other two personalities or these types of people that are attracted to you, but I'm saying that this person kind of like sees you for who you truly are. Whereas I think some of these other people, especially the swan person, is kind of having like a projection of like who they want instead of like seeing who you truly are as a person, you know? So it just depends, you know, what you're kind of looking for. I mean, sometimes it's very frustrating. I'm just telling you ahead of time. I know this person can seem like a good option because they're very physically attractive, but sometimes it can be frustrating because when someone really wants you to be a certain way and you're just not that way, it can lead to disappointment in one or both partners, or it could lead to a situation where you're always trying to like satisfy your partner's needs and you're kind of drifting away from who you truly are. And we don't want that as a, you know, we don't want that to happen for you. You know, we don't want that to be a thing. So let's get some tarot cards for each of these people to see a little bit more about how they want to interact with you, and just other extra information. Okay, I'm seeing Justice with the turtle and Princess of Swords with the buffalo. And let me draw one more for the swan. And we have 10 of Wands. Yeah, if that's not clear, that's nothing is. So the 10 of Wands is a card about responsibility and representative of kind of like hard work and taking on more than you can chew, or it represents strength and the fact that like you're going to be strong from all these new things you're taking on. But I'm definitely seeing this person unburdening themselves to you, basically like kind of giving you more and more and more that you really can't handle or that you can't handle. It's going to make you stronger in the end. It really will with this person. But if you look at this guy, he is pretty, I mean, he's right there. He's pretty beat as far as like, there's like a staircase above him. And I think he's taking these sticks up the staircase and putting them in this vortex or whatever. But the thing is like, the truth of it, it just seems like with the 10 of Wands, I always think of the 10 of Wands as like hard work, you know, like tough, hard work. The guy in the card in the traditional tarot is like really buff and strong because he's just worked so hard. It's not the kind of relationship where it's going to like, and it's possible that this is coming through for you because you've had probably a couple interactions with really like somewhat really attractive people who kind of project on you a person that they think you are, someone that you're not, and you end up doing a lot of hard work for them. And there might be some physical chemistry, but it's like, it just kind of falls apart. And so we're just saying that that is a type, the universe is sending you that your way. But like I said, there is a twin thing here with the buffalo spirit and the swan spirit of like, kind of like, it's interesting how these cards are. Let me pull these away for a second just so I can show you the animals. The buffalo is looking towards the turtle and the swan is looking towards the turtle, right? It's almost like, in a way, the turtle represents kind of like the stagnation or the stalemate between these two perspectives. The reading is nudging you to focus on the buffalo type person as far as a relationship goes, but and nudging you away from kind of like this swan person. And this turtle person, I don't know, they're not kind of like, they're still in the equation, but they're not the type of person that likes you that's trying to teach you a lesson. This could just be someone who just is the type of person, they kind of like just like you. But with the Justice card, this person likes you, the turtle person likes you because they see you as this kind of like fair person, that you treat everyone equally. You treat everyone kindly and fairly. And they definitely see you as someone who, the turtle person could be a spiritual person, but they definitely just see you as someone who is like a very kind person. You know, that's why they're attracted to you. They're attracted to your kindness. With Justice here, I'm seeing this also with the head and the heart. So they like you because you, on one hand, you take feelings into consideration, and on the other hand, you use your logic to make decisions. So you really like are making fair decisions for others with the fact that like, how do I put this? You're taking into account the like feelings of everyone involved, or you're trying to create the correct feeling atmosphere by being fair, and you kind of use logic to do that. I hope that made sense. But Justice, basically, they just see you as being kind and fair and like taking into consideration all the things. Something else, this person might, with the turtles person, might see you as being able to take care of practical things. There is a couple things in here with, especially with the Ten of Wands and the Swan person. The Swan person might also be the type of person who likes that you can take care of practical things, but they might unload too much work on you. Like, you might not want to work that much. Like, the Justice card is more of like, kind of like being like kind of like the sword of truth in a situation. The Ten of Wands is more of just like a burden card. Like, the work that this person will give you is going to feel like burdensome and not like something you want to do. And this turtle person, this justice work, is going to be something that it's going to feel more like up your alley. And especially because this is a major arcana card, this person particularly, this turtle person who likes you or is attracted to you, with appreciate this moment, they might be a good working relationship. For example, with the head and or with the heart and the head, the brain and the heart, they might be someone who provides the opposite in that different dichotomy. So where you're logical, they're feeling, and where you're feeling, they're logical. And it might end up being one of those things where it could be a good working partnership or a good partnership like that. Yeah, this person, turtle person, might not be that bad if you don't end up finding this buffalo person or anything. But with Princess of Swords for this buffalo person, this person really wants to like dream with you and create like, and also with Princess of Swords, it's also about like holding back your thoughts and ideas until you're ready to move forward with them. So this person's not the type of person who's going to, how do I put this? They're not just going to blurt out everything all at once. They're not going to like share their feelings all at once. They're going to take their time. Similar to the other cards who had the cards of the patient cards with their piles. But what I'm seeing with the Princess of Swords is this person is very like, almost like dreamy. And with the Tower card and stuff, it's almost like they don't want to overload you with kind of like psychological pressuring, or they don't want to overload you with kind of like, their understandings of who you are. You know, they know who you are. They understand what you're about and like what's going on inside you. They just don't want to overload you with it. So they're taking it step by step. They're going to swing their sword of truth at certain moments when they feel it's like the right time, you know, because they know the truth can kind of cut and hurt. And so they've probably had encounters in the past with people, and I think this is why the Princess of Swords is coming up, where they've told people who they really are, and people had like a defensive reaction to it and kind of like shut down or didn't really like appreciate this moment. Because like I said, when we see the thunderbolt in here with the buffalo, they kind of create like a more of a shock when they first say these things to people. It can be more shocking when people, and especially if you're not used to like seeing yourself so clearly, this kind of can be like a shock to the system, like to be able to see someone who knows who you truly are, you know? But I'm definitely seeing with you, they really care about you and they want you to have everything in life. They want you to have the full richness and abundance of all of life. Also with Princess of Swords, another message, this person could be slightly younger than you, or it might be someone who's kind of like younger than you, who maybe is more like older for their age, I guess, as you can say. They might have a very youthful energy, but they might be kind of like more wise, right? With the Buffalo card, they might be wise, even though they have this kind of youthful, playful energy. Very interesting. Let me see if there's anything else I can see. I think that about covers it, actually. So I hope you enjoyed that reading. If you did like the reading, you can like or comment below if you feel so inclined, of course. And if you really like the reading, please subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you on the channel. We're always welcoming new subscribers. And I loved reading for you. It was really fun. And I will see you guys in the next pick a card. Moving on to group 5. Group 5. Pile 5. Oh. 5. Hi. Also hi, but that's my hand. Pile 5. I'm a little delirious. This is the 5th reading in a row. And yeah, sometimes reading tarot cards makes me a little loopy, a little lightheaded. I think I'm just exploring so much. So anyway, so we're here with the Pyrite for group 5. Let's see. Let's get into your reading. These are going to represent, these animal oracles are going to represent the people who are attracted to you. What people find you attractive. Let's see. We have 2, no weird, interesting things with the card. So I think that's about it for this group. And then we have the Love Story Oracle for, let's see the types of people. Okay, let's see what you guys got. We have, for the B personality, we have honesty is essential. Speak with love and truth. And for Cosmic Egg, we have speak the language of love. Loving words have the power to change lives, including your own. Wow. There's a lot about vocal expression in this group. So you might be the type of person who is, has a way with words or has a way with language. Maybe you might be a good writer or speaker or something. We're seeing a lot about speaking and using language here. Okay, let's get into your reading. So first personality we have is this B personality. So first of all, I want to point out the signs at the top. We have an air sign, and then this is the spirit sign. So one of the things I want to point out is air signs might be kind of attracted to you. So Libra, Gemini, Aquarius might be types that are like kind of into you or attracted to you. And it's interesting, we also have honesty is essential here, which is we have like the air with the truth and the sword cards and tarot, which is also representative of air. There's a lot of symbolism here for this B personality. This is the type of person that likes you, that they're kind of like, they have like a communal nature to them. Like bees tend to be like communal beings that like kind of seek out flowers and get pollen for the hive and stuff. And so there's this type, someone who's probably a hard worker and kind of has the ability to kind of like put the pedal to the metal and like really get the job done for the good of all people. This is the type of person who's altruistic in a very pragmatic sense, right? And with honesty is essential, it says speak with love and truth. This person is I feel like this person's a very loving person, but some people don't see that because they have kind of like they have a stinger. Bees can sting you. They have a way of like defending themselves, at all cost against the family or the troop or the community. They're very protective of their group or their environment. And with that stinger, it's kind of like the truth can sting, the truth hurts or the truth stings. But with speak with love and truth, this person definitely, on one hand, they speak truthful words and they expect other people to be the same. And that's one of the reasons why they're attracted to you, is because you're always speaking the truth, or you at least appear to always be speaking the truth. And speak with love and truth, they see you as someone who also speaks with love in your words. You're the type of person, and they're just amazed by this, by the way. This type of person is really attracted to this quality in you. The fact that you can speak the truth or your honest opinion, and still have love behind those words, still have love coming through those words, right? This person's really attracted to that quality. With honesty is essential, they expect everyone to be honest. This is the type of person who does not like liars. They do not like cheats or con men or anything like that. This is the person who wants people to say straight up how it is. They might be very hard on people who are lying or that they perceive are lying to them. But at the same time, they really admire love also in like its fullest form, They have a lot of love for their community. This is the type of person who really believes in group values or doing the best for a group. If they belong to an organization or are working for a job or like they are in school or something, whatever they're loyal to, they really believe in those values of that organization. And I'm talking like, not just like subgroups, right? Where it's like a group of friends or something. Literally, if they're at like a college, right? They're wearing like the college sweater of that college, and like if someone asks them about where they go to college, they're very prideful about it. They have a lot of like knowledge about the school and like the history of the school. Or if they know their community, or they are really proud of like living in a certain town, they're very proud of being like say they're from a town called Jacksonville or something. They're like a Jacksonvillian, they're very proud of like being in Jacksonville. And so they have like a lot of pride for like where their community or the group that they're a part of. And they really identify as a member of this group, and they really identify as someone who works for the betterment of this group. They see themselves as a part of a bigger picture or a bigger whole, and they know like kind of their place in the community and what they provide for the community. This person might have a pretty solid self-esteem too. And they just believe people should be honest. It's something that they really admire about you, the fact that you are very honest and you really say what's on your mind. But the thing is, you still speak with love and admiration, and it's something this B person struggles to do. They speak the truth oftentimes, but can sometimes be misconstrued as being hurtful or too sharp with their words, basically, with that stinger vibe. But for some reason, they really like you because you can be honest and loving with your words, you know? And they definitely, something about language is coming through really strongly, that you might be like really good with words or speak a certain way, or really the way you deliver words or the way you teach or say things is really like important to them, or they really love the way you like deliver words. Basically, you might have a high vocabulary, or you might have a way of like speaking a certain way that is like, or writing a certain way that's coming through too. This is coming through the cosmic egg person as well. That really is attractive to this bee person. Now for this cosmic egg person, the most mysterious connection I have come across in all of the readings, but let's see, this is probably going to give us the biggest clue, is speak the language of love. Loving words have the power to change lives, including your own. This is the type of person, this cosmic egg person, who is, it's hard to explain, but cosmic egg represents the crown chakra, right, in the deck, the Kim Kranz deck. With all these rainbow colors and stuff, it represents a perspective of all these different factors. The snake, I believe, represents the Kundalini, and how it like reaches the peak at the crown chakra, right? This is a person who's fully evolved and fully spiritually ascended. This is a spiritual master. These are people who are so wise and so spiritual that are attracted to you, and they see potential in you and the way that you speak and deliver words. With Speak the Language of Love, they know that you have the ability to change lives with how you communicate. They see this gift in you. They see this talent in you, and they want to develop it. They want you to flourish and live and be an amazing kind of like being and producer of society. It's interesting because this bee person over here is a really member of society, and they really produce for society, like I'm like with this cosmic egg person. But this cosmic egg person is more focused on unlocking your talents, unlocking your character, and really getting to the root of like where you are in life, and kind of like expanding upon that and helping you grow and expand your consciousness. This person really wants to expand your mind. You can think of in kind of like the 1960s, where everyone was kind of like just started, especially in America, where everyone kind of was just starting to, you know, use drugs and expand their mind and kind of think outside the box. This is a very like hippie type person who really wants people to think bigger or think different or think outside the box or think, you know, in a unique way. This person is really knowledgeable, and I definitely they see the way you use language, and they're really attracted to that because they're first of all, they're attracted to you physically, but they're also attracted to you for the fact of what you can do, your talents and abilities. They really want to expand and help you develop those talents and abilities. Like I said with Cosmic Egg, I see this as someone who's like a spiritual master, someone who's really achieved a high level of spirituality, who really is looking at you as someone with the potential to really be at their level. So I'm definitely seeing this person as someone who not necessarily wants to teach you or show you the way, but they want to kind of like enlighten you. Right? It's a little bit different than just simply teaching or something like that, because teaching implies kind of like this attitude of like, oh, you know, you're helpless and I want to show you different things, you know? This person really is like, they see you as not helpless, but they see you as like on the precipice of understanding. So they're going to be dropping subtle things. They might seem a little mysterious to you, this type of person who's attracted to you. They might seem kind of coy, or how do I put this? Vague or puzzle-like in their statements. They may deliver puzzles or conundrums to you, and they may kind of like try to get you to understand things in a very unique, different way that like you're not used to understanding things. This person might try to shock you into a higher level of understanding as well. Wow, interesting. On one hand, you have a more grounded, society-focused person. On the other hand, this person, I definitely see the spiritual person as more individual, more focused on enlightenment and, you know, being a spiritually enlightened person. Both of them are attracted to the way you use words, your honesty, the way you use love in your language, the way you're a very caring person. I'm definitely seeing caring coming through. But let's get some tarot cards to see if there's anything else coming up with these personalities and why they like you. Let's see. For the bee, we have Four of Cups, And for the cosmic egg, we have Queen of Cups. Interesting. Yeah, okay, that's making sense. It's interesting. The bee person, interestingly enough, there is an element here where they're also looking kind of like to escape the humdrum of life, right? This person over here is like, he has this red guy down here has his like head in his hands, you know, but there's all this stuff appearing outside of his mind, and even this hand, right? And I think that's like a heart coming out of the hand. So really this person feels like almost like you have their heart in their hand. You know, like you're the type of person who really like, they just feel like you have them, you know, like the thing is like they also want to escape boredom with you. They want to escape kind of like this humdrum of daily life. They believe both of you can like do activities together or vacation together or something like that. There is also another message here that this person feels like they might be trying to offer themselves to you or trying to make a move towards you, or the fact that they may like you or they want to show themselves to you or be with you, or they may have been very obvious in their displays of affection, but for some reason you are ignoring it, or you feel bored with their attempt to try to hit on you. Or so if you know anyone where you've kind of turned them down a couple times and they keep trying to hit on you, or they've hit on you 3 to 4 times, then they just gave up, it's because they felt like you were bored or disinterested in them. So this person, this B person, feels like they have to break through that kind of bored or disinterested front that you're putting on, basically, that they feel like you're kind of like not really noticing them, and so they kind of give up because you're not really noticing kind of like who they are, essentially. With Queen of Cups over here with the cosmic egg, I'm definitely seeing there's this element here with this woman, and there's a character here who's looking at this bird in a cup, and then there's this woman over here overlooking the scene, right? And there's a treasure chest under here, and she's like dealing with all the treasures down here. I don't know if you can see that. Anyway, I'm definitely seeing the 2 people on this card is representative of you and this person. This person that's attracted to you really wants to show you things about the world. They really want to let you experience all the treasures and wonders of life, right? They're kind of like, feel like they're over you, watching you, kind of seeing you like kind of grow and develop. Yeah, and with Speak the Language of Love, this person really wants to uncover like some secrets about language with you and make you realize how much your words can affect other people. They're really focused on like trying to get you to realize that like you have a power with the spoken word. You have a power with the written word, and how that affects and works with other people or deals with other people, you know? They're very attracted to that factor in you, even though they're very spiritually ascended, probably have this gift already, probably have many, many spiritual gifts already. They just see in you that you have this gift, this spiritual talent. And so they're looking to spiritually advance you in that way. They're looking to kind of like spiritually enlighten you, so to speak. You know, they're kind of watching you discover and uncover all these things in life, and they're kind of, because they're spiritually enlightened, they see the path. They kind of like see the path that you're on and where you could go, and they're kind of slightly guiding you in a kind of like subtle way, basically. You can think of them, honestly, like Guardian Angel came through very strong in the beginning of the reading. I didn't want to use it because I know these are people, but they kind of, maybe they could have also, like in a past life or something, been like your spirit guide in a past life, and now they're incarnated with you on Earth or something like that. But they have that, I don't know if you believe in that or not, but they have that sort of vibe to them, right? That they're a guide in this lifetime, and they kind of look out for you, and they kind of want to watch you grow and develop in an intellectual way, in a spiritual way. They want to have you come to epiphanies, really understand the truth of things and how you can provide those gifts to the world around you. Great, so that was the end of the reading, guys. If you enjoyed that reading, you can like or comment below. If you really like this reading, you can subscribe to my channel. We'd love to have you here. And with that said, we're going to move on to the last group, group 6, with the Moonstone. Hey, group 6. This is if you pick the Moonstone card. Let's get into your reading. So, who are the types of people that are attracted to you? We're going to pull some cards here with these Animal Oracle cards. I'm waiting for some cards that flip out. And the thing is, right now, no cards are flipping out. So I'm just, and then one flipped out. But what I was going to say is no cards are flipping out, which just means that it's possible that right now in your life, in this current moment, there might not be many people who are attracted to you. So think of this reading, for this pile specifically, I'm feeling this, as people that will be attracted to you in the future or have been attracted to you in the past. But currently, I'm definitely seeing, because we didn't get any cards, there might not be too many people that are attracted to you in the present. So think about this as future people who are attracted to you or past people who are attracted to you. Well, we got 2. The last person also got the B card. So we have that in 2 groups, actually. But it might represent itself differently in this group. And we have Owl. Okay, so the thing is, when I was thinking of well, it's interesting. The Owl came out when I was thinking of a person not being attracted to you yet, and the Bee and the Lizard came out when I was thinking of like past people who are attracted to you. So I think this Owl could be a future type person that's going to be attracted to you based on who you're becoming or turning into. And this Bee and Lizard person are people from the past who could be attracted to you. But either way, you got three types of people who are attracted to you, basically. That for the Lizard, and this one's for the Bee. Okay, let's see. For the Owl, you have back to what you love, reevaluate your desires. Interesting, that came out for the future person. Bee, we have slow down, pause, and allow things to unfold. And Lizard, we have simple acts of kindness. Kindness energizes you and brings happiness to those around you. Interesting. I want to get into the Owl last because that's the person in the future. So let's start with the people in your past that have been attracted to you. These people might still be attracted to you, but it could be that they were attracted to you mainly in the past. I mean, there's just something here where right now the cards weren't coming out right away. So it's almost like there was the people who are attracted to you right now, or there's just not too many that are attracted to you right now, or people are not really noticing you in that way. There might be something you're kind of giving off or something, but that doesn't mean that it's like people are not ever attracted to you, because we definitely have some cards coming out here, right? With the Bee and the Lizard. And the Owl. I'm definitely seeing the Owl as someone in the future who's kind of attracted to you, but this Bee and the Lizard is kind of more the people in the past or the present, that if there are people in the present, they're definitely, this would be the 2 that are attracted to you now. With the Bee person, I'll start with the Lizard. I'll go right to left, right? Yeah. So with the Lizard person, we have simple acts of kindness. Kindness energizes you and brings happiness to those around you. So this is someone with the Lizard person who, I think of the lizards, how they kind of bask in sunlight and absorb the sunlight because they're kind of cold-blooded, animals, and they kind of need the sun to keep warm so their body temperature doesn't drop below a certain point. So with simple acts of kindness, I'm definitely seeing this person, you having the kind attitude, and the fact that you're kind of the sunshine in their life, right? This person definitely likes to bask in your kindness. So something about you, probably in your past, you were a very kind person. You were a very kind individual who really did the most for people. You really did a lot for people, and you really made sure that everyone felt loved and cared for, right? And you always weren't mean or petty with people. You never picked on anyone. And this type of gentle, loving, nurturing energy, this Lizard person just ate up. This is the type of person who would have just been hanging around you like a kind of like a sidekick, right? Like you would have just been so kind and treated everyone well and nicely. And these types of people would just be attracted to you. These are also with lizard type people. They're very action focused, action oriented people. So you might have attracted a lot of like active personalities that kind of are ready to move at any given notice. They might seem like they have like an electrical current running through them, or they might seem like they kind of have like a palpable energy inside of them, you know. And with lizard, it just means they're just kind of ready to act whenever you need them to. So you may have had kind of like these people, kind of like when you were kind and doing your nice things and stuff, they may have wanted to do things for you, like, you know, like, I'll take that for you, or I'll do that for you, because you're just so kind and nice. They might kind of want to always be the type of person who helps you out too, you know? So that's someone in your past that I'm definitely seeing that was attracted to you. And I think that carries over in the future, or it's kind of being brought up here because that kindness factor, I think the cards are saying, don't lose that sense of kindness. If right now maybe you've lost kind of like connection to your heart chakra, or you've lost connection to your heart, these cards are reminding you that these people are attracted to you because of that. I'm definitely seeing this lizard card being a lot of friendships, friends of people that were attracted to you when you were younger, maybe before dating was even a thing for you or something, like maybe childhood friends or something like that. But it's going to be a key component in attracting more people in the future if you so choose to engage in more of this kind of kind behavior with others in the present, you know. All right, with the B personality, we have slow down, pause, and allow things to unfold. So this B, it's interesting because I'm definitely getting the phrase like pause to smell the flowers, right? And because this is a B personality, I'm definitely saying this is the type of person who in the past kind of wanted you to kind of take it easy and relax. And they kind of saw you as someone who needed that kind of relaxing vibe, or they wanted you to kind of relax and take it easy. And it's interesting, the B type of person is a hard worker, and especially with the lizard too, I'm sensing more of an action focus, like a quick pace kind of readiness vibe. With the B, I'm sensing more of like a hard worker. This is the type of person who you probably did a lot of projects with, collaborated with, but in the end, like they really enjoy the time where you guys are relaxing together. This is the type of vibe, or the person who liked you in the past here, where you guys worked on a lot of projects together, but then when you really relaxed, that was when you guys really had your downtime and fun. So you had kind of like your work activities that kind of in a way charged up the relaxing activities. So the fact that you were working pretty hard, or like dedicated to your task. This person may have been someone in a community that you were a part of, so you may know them from school or a club or a sports team or something like that, where you kind of could have met them. And with slow down, they really just enjoyed the times where you guys could relax. So there was something you guys both did together where you were doing a lot of hard work, but then when you guys got to really relax and hang out, you guys could both let your hair down, and they really just liked you for that. They really liked you for that factor. And I think these are the people who I'm guessing were more like sexually attracted to you. This could have been the type of person who had a crush on you at whatever given point in your life this was. Because this lizard person I'm seeing is someone from childhood almost, and this B person I'm seeing someone from like adolescence or like late teens or something like that. Now for the owl person. This is a person in the future that I see in the future is a type that might be attracted to you. With back to what you love, reevaluate your desires. It's interesting. I'm definitely seeing this owl person as someone who is very wise and very intelligent in a way that they have a lot of like, I want to say life experience, but it's more than that. It's like they see through things. They see through things to the inner essence. And a few other piles had a personality kind of like this. But there's something almost sage-like about this person. Back to what you love, reevaluate your desires. This person is more of like a motivator, or like, this person could be like a health coach or a type of a therapist or something. But this is a person who really evaluates what they want in life and evaluates what, when we're talking about reevaluating your desires, they're talking about like making sure that your motives are pure, your desires are pure. This is the type of person that really wants to help you kind of figure out what you truly want in life, or I'm definitely seeing this person as someone who is focused on growth and development. This is the type of person who will cut out bad habits really easily. So for example, like this is the type of person that if they've been stuck doing some one bad habit, they might cut that bad habit out and have a lot of future good habits. So for example, this could be someone who has been through it with, say, like drinking too much alcohol, or maybe they could be, this is just an example, by the way, they could be like an alcoholic and now maybe they go to AA meetings and they're kind of the type of person who is really like strong with their convictions on their new lifestyle, right? They might be the type of person who at one point, you know, ate like tons of fatty food or tons of sugar or something, and now they're kind of like eating really healthy. They eat a lot of greens, they eat a lot of like vegetables and like healthy kind of like, you know, certain types of like carbs and fats, so like avocado or something that's really healthy. And they're kind of like the type of person that's really like health conscious. And I'm definitely seeing this person is also very spiritual. This is the type of person who is like a spiritual mentor. Like could be someone who's really into yoga or holistic medicine. This person, that's the word I'm looking for, is kind of like a healer, someone who is a healer. And I'm definitely seeing this person sees you that way. So a little hint into your future, I'm definitely seeing you as someone who kind of like, they really like you to like, and they like enjoying reevaluating your desires, because it's almost like a person who's you figured out that you both self-renew together, like you both heal yourselves and you can heal each other, and you brainstorm ways in which you can heal your bodies, you can heal yourself spiritually. So you practice that kind of self-care routine all the time. So this is someone who you really practice that kind of like self-care vibe with. You reevaluate your desires of what you truly want and who you want to truly become. The word that's coming to mind right now, and it's a term that's floating around there out on YouTube and stuff, is like a dopamine detox. This person's going to really help you detox those things that you don't want in your life anymore. This is the type of person who you want when you want to set a goal and you want a partner to work towards that goal. So this is more like a partner in goal setting. I'm definitely seeing this could be someone who maybe starts out as a friend, or someone who you just know that you kind of want to set a project aside and they work on that project with you. Similar to this bee person who you worked with in a community event, but I'm definitely seeing this owl person as someone working with you like kind of one-on-one on a project, or someone who's in line with you in like some kind of goal-oriented direction. Yeah, let's get the tarot cards and we'll see what the different, we have this for the lizard person, we have the chariot, and for the bee person, we're gonna pull a card. We have Six of Wands. Interesting. Okay, so it's just showing me a little bit about your personality. And then for the owl person, we have Six of Cups. Wow, okay, so a couple sixes. Six might be an important number. I think the chariot is the 7th tarot card in the major arcana, but let's just get into it. So with the lizard person, back to the lizard person, with the chariot card, this is the type of person who you felt really motivated and energetic around. So this is the type of person who, like, you guys may have been two really energetic children, and parents might have said like, oh, they really feed off each other's energy. This person was really attracted to you in youth, you know? Definitely, whether or not they knew it or not, they were really attracted to you. This kind of like energetic vibe. There's like this kind of fun vibe going on, motivated vibe. I bet when you guys were together, you got a lot of stuff done. You kind of like just had a lot of activity or a lot of energy. And that's kind of what I'm seeing for this group with the lizard person. With the bee person, I'm definitely seeing that sometime in your past, when you had a more popular attitude or mindset, when you were like looked at kind of favorably or recognized for your accomplishments at this certain point in your life, that's when you were working together with this bee person. So a good example of this would be like a sports team, where if you were like with this person on a sports team and you guys won all of your games, you know, back to back to back, you had a full winning season, and this was like your buddy on this sports team, and it was just a really good time, a really positive time in life. I'm definitely seeing that with Slow Down and the Six of Wands right here, that you could have kind of had kind of like a whirlwind experience of a really wonderful, great time in your past that kind of felt very, how do I put it? Almost like enriching. but like you are really recognized for your achievements with this person. And the cool thing about this is like this person really basked in the glory with you, and they felt like they were on top of the world with you, or that you and them could kind of do anything together. So there's that kind of element here. This is that type of person who's attracted to you right there. So for example, this could be any kind of teammate or mate, like say you did, you were in choir, or you were in like art club or something like that. This is the type of person who worked on projects with you, and you guys won awards and accolades for the things that you did. With this owl person, it's interesting, we have 6 of Cups. So with reevaluate your desires, this person's also someone who gets you back to those childlike habits that you had in your childhood. Like I mentioned over here with the kindness, and kind of this card representing maybe becoming more kind, to attract more people in the future. This type of person, this owl person, is really attracted for your connectedness to your youth and your childhood. So for example, it's interesting that the cards didn't point out anyone who is attracted to you right now, because it's pointing out some moments in your past. You might be feeling a little lost watching this reading, and you might need to like re-ground yourself with the past experiences in order to bring in this new future person. Because I definitely see that you guys are going to be discussing a lot about your past with this person, and looking on the positive things of your past, the positive memories, the positive times, the nostalgic moments that you both had. This person's going to be really attracted to those stories that you have of your past, and really you're going to have a good time like sharing with each other. I'm also thinking of the typical image of the traditional 6 of Wands, where you have the older child giving the younger child a piece of a flower pot or something. So back to what you love, reevaluate your desires. This person might be giving you the steps you need to take to reconnect with your inner child. So maybe in the future when you grow up and you meet some people are going to be attracted to you because they see the potential in you, so you can reconnect to your inner child. They see the fact that they can kind of like talk about the good times, talk about the past times, talk about the good times, talk about what happened with you guys when you were young, or even if they didn't know you when you were young, talk about like their each respective lives. Like I remember when, there could be nostalgia such as like, do you remember when the Power Rangers came out, like, and be like, oh yeah, I watched the Power Rangers when I was a kid, all that good stuff. Or like, do you remember when Nightmare Before Christmas was out? Oh yeah, I saw that too when I was a kid. Something like that, where this person's going to really be attracted to you for like being nostalgic about the good times. Yeah, interesting. Cool pile, Moonstone. Different than the rest of the readings because we specifically got some information about some people being from your past and one person particularly being from your future with things connected to your past. So I definitely see that for you specifically, there is kind of some overarching themes on your timeline of your life for who's attracted to you. So, whatever point you're at now, if you're worried that there's no one attracted to you right now, the point is that like these things are happening for a reason specifically for you. It's almost like a destined path for who's attracted to you, for when and what lesson you're learning at that given time. More so than the other groups, it's people are attracted to you for kind of like your growth or where you've been or where you're going, basically. So yeah, very interesting for group 6 with the Moonstone. So if you like that reading, you can like or comment below. If you really like the reading, please feel free to subscribe to my channel. We're always welcoming new people on this channel. And we'd love to have you here. So there's no more piles for today. So that was the last group. So I will bid you guys adieu, and I will see you in the next pick a card. Bye.